Hello everyone. So I picked up a pair of Earfun Free Pro 2s. Here they are. You know, these things are really small. You can't tell, I think, from these videos that you watch. Even when you pull these little earbuds out, they're extremely tiny. And again, when you just look at the pictures of them online, or even when you watch videos, it's really hard to tell exactly how small they are. They only weigh about 4 grams, so they're extremely light in the ear. Now, these earphones have gotten pretty good reviews. I've seen quite a few of them. The standard thought is that these sound better than their price, and their typical price is about 79, 80 bucks. I picked them up on Amazon for $20 off, so I got them for $59. And even though the reviews are really good, they're sort of not for me, and I'll tell you why. So these earbuds definitely have pros and cons. And let me start with the pros. First thing, they're small. They are, again, I can't stress how tiny they actually are. They fit in the ear nice and comfortably. You can barely see them. Again, they're incredibly lightweight. For even the person who has the ear, which is really sensitive, this is probably going to do you pretty well because it doesn't hurt the ear. I mean, it's just so lightweight, and it comes with a bunch of different sizes in terms of these little wingtips, or you don't have to have a wingtip at all. Then you can just put a little rubber guard around this earbud so that it's still comfortable. So these stay in the ear tight. They're not going to fall out. They're lightweight. They're comfortable. They're IPX5, so they're really good workout earbud. The hours on them with ANC on is about 5 hours, so they're good for a budget earbud with those type of specs. It's going to serve a lot of purposes. In addition, the ANC on these is really good. Like, the ANC of all things really is above its $79 price tag. And in fact, I would say the ANC on these things is right there with the Liberty Pro 3s. It's right there with the Edifier Neobud Pros. So they did a really nice job on the ANC. So I've got a lot of good things, right? And so the question is, well, why aren't they for me? And the answer is going to be the sound signature. These are really bass forward. And again, I saw a lot of reviews, and the reviewer said it's bass forward, but it's balanced. I'm going to actually have to disagree. I don't find it to be particularly well balanced. Very bass forward, but then the vocals are really receded. So if you listen to these earbuds by themselves, and if you don't have another framework around you, another set of earbuds, wired or wireless, to really see a comparison, then you might not notice that. But if you pick up a pair of earbuds that are good, like that are really balanced, you're going to hear on that other earbud that's really balanced, bass, mids, and highs. And you're going to hear them all nicely. For these guys, the bass is extremely pronounced. It thumps quite a bit. In addition to that, the highs are not that bad. Neither are the mids. They're clean, but they're just receded. Now, if you had an equalizer and you had the ability to increase those vocals, those mids and those highs, now we've got something, right? But it doesn't come with an app. And so if you're going to have an equalizer, it's going to be a third-party one. And sometimes the third-party equalizers are hit and miss because they can sort of fiddle with the soundstage and it doesn't do particularly well. So you're sort of getting your earbud and you're taking it with what it comes with. So bass forward, mids, highs, they're receded a bit. They're clean but receded, so it's not particularly well balanced. It's still fairly airy and has a nice sound stage. So I guess you sort of pick what you really enjoy. And, you know, a lot of people really like the bass notes, especially if they're using it for workout. And I think that's sort of what these earbuds are really, really designed for. It's an earbud to throw in your workout bag. It's IPX5. It's going to last. You can probably do a lot of a lot of potential wetness damage to it and it'll still be okay. It's going to sound good in the gym. again, because it's going to be fairly bass heavy and bass forward. In addition to that, it's got touch operation, and the touch operation is really clean. You can do everything with the touch operation except for back a track, but you can do everything else. In addition to that, there's a low latency mode on this thing. So if you're playing video games, it'll help keeping everything in sync. I use this with and without the low latency for watching videos, and it was the same because the videos are good one way or the other. But for video games, it probably does a really nice job. The games I play, like poker and stuff, it doesn't really matter. But if you're playing first-person shooter games, it probably will make a difference. So that's it. And I will say again, with regards to the touch operation, it's good, and to me, it's much more dependable than the Liberty Pro 3s. I've had issues with Liberty Pro 3s in terms of touch sensitivity, like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't type thing, but this has been very consistent. So for me, it's probably a no-go because I'm not really a fan of the sound signature, but I think for a lot of people this will be a go. And again, it's a go because you might like that bass forward sound signature, but again, remember what you're getting is bass forward, but vocals are a bit receded. And for me, that's a big difference. But the ANC on these is very good. The comfort level is very good. It's very lightweight. So this is not a bad buy. And the case itself is also wireless charging, which is pretty impressive for this price point. But I will say this, if you're looking at these guys, if you spend a few dollars more and sometimes maybe even the same when they're on sale, the Edifier Neobuds Pro might be a better way to go. The difference though with the Edifier Neobuds Pro is you don't have a ton of control over the touching, and so that's a big problem with them. And so I said in a previous video, I'm waiting for the Edifier Neobuds Pro next generation, so hopefully it'll have all that stuff. But until then, the sound signature on the Edifier Neobud Pro is much more enjoyable to me. It has a nice app, and you can fiddle with the equalizer in the app as well. And I made an app with an EQ. This to me is a no-brainer at that point. Again, it's just a sound signature thing. It also comes with a 6mm driver, so you sort of have to, you get what you get with 6mm. It can only go so loud. So for these guys, be prepared to put them up to about 90% for most people, I think, and then you'll have a good sound for them. I hope this helps you make a decision whether or not you want to get one of these. Again, I got them for pretty inexpensive, I think $59 on Amazon. I'll put the link below in the comment section. Thanks so much, and I appreciate it. Until next time, bye-bye.